Seph here, and today we'll be reading Weekly Shonen Jump. I've got Kagurabachi, Chapter 50, and Ichi the Witch lined up for today. It should be fun. Let's see. Now, if we remember last time with Kagurabachi, the fight was finally actually the one-on-one between Chihiro and I believe Hirohiko was his name. The fight started, or at least it's about to start. There's still plenty of trash mobs surrounding them to take some hits, and strays, which I fully expect. So the blood and gore is not going to stop anytime soon. And then afterwards with Ichi the Witch, which I will summarize when I get to it. Hold on, let me make sure. Let's see. Hold on. So, it would be nice if the website would work. Pulling it up one moment. There we go. Cool. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Kagurabachi has been picking up finally with its cast of characters. Slowly but surely, it's been growing and developing. And it looks like we do, in fact, or we will have another one. At least I'm hoping so, right? I'm really curious as to how long the story is planned to go. But we'll see after this chapter ends, right? Okay, I might as well get started. So let's go. Kagurabachi, Chapter 50, Page 1. Let's see, who's talking here? Cool scenery shot. 18 years ago, during the Seitei War, this country was protected by the enchanted blades. But now Japan is in a state of chaos. Okay, this is Chihiro talking. And he's talking to Hakuri, it looks like, and this appears to be a flashback. Alright. If evildoers kill the sword's eternal contractors and become able to use the swords, we're doomed. The chapter title is Interception. Are we finally going to get a blade? Well, another blade, I should say. Okay, so. And flashback within the flashback. Chihiro's father, Mr. Rokuhira. It seems Shiba has told you more than 100 times that I'm a hero. But I want you to remember something. The true heroes are the ones who risk their lives to support my ideals and wield the swords on the battlefield. Young Chihiro. You said that more than 100 times too. Well, I'll say it again. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 times. His dad is so charismatic. I really like it. Anyways, Chihiro back in the present flashback. I can't let them die too. Okay, so Chihiro's out to protect the people who fought for his father. Cool. So we got some good stakes. This is still, everything is personal to Chihiro, which I always like. So let's continue. Alright, so we're back on the train. It looks like the scene right after Chihiro jumped out. Or is this right before? No, yeah, it's right after. Okay. So the blade wielder, I forget his name. Hold on. Oh, it's Yuha, I believe. The blade wielder that he's trying to protect. He's far from here. Now Chihiro can really go all out. Hakuri's here, though. But we still have to be on our guard. If the enemy comes, I'll protect you. I appreciate that. But for now, let's focus on getting to safety. Let's hurry to Senkutsuji Temple. That's the next location. Right, they're already trying to round up all. The plot is moving. I guess to be fair, there's no reason to delay. Like, if you can just go pick everyone up, do it. So, alright, here we go. That's right. Someone will be at the next station waiting to take us to Senkutsuji. Oh, okay. Cut away to someone writing, and there's a new figure. Okay, so this guy is probably aid. Okay. This lady is one of the sword wielders, and I believe she's drawing? Okay, let's see. I can't believe they infiltrated Kokugoku. That's freaky. And the lady responds, well, worrying won't do us any good. We've got to keep Uruha and the others alive. Oh, they're here. Whoa, what is that? She was drawing a symbol? Oh my goodness. I wish I was big into lore like this. What kind of symbol is that? It looks like a triquetra in the middle. It's like a Venn diagram, but 3 circles. So you get a triquetra, and now I feel like I'm leaning into Genshin Impact. Oh boy. Okay, let's keep going. All right, Uruha says, Oh, I was completely thrown. So these are additional guards that came onto the train to help Uruha and Hakuri? Okay. Let's see. All right, so those people I was just talking about, they were just additional help. Interesting. Okay. Uruha says, Oh, you're the 2 from Masumi. Long time no see. Thank goodness you're alive. It's truly thanks to these 2 youngsters. That mandala. Oh, okay, there we go. It's a mandala. The symbol is a mandala. That mandala, I see. Are we flying direct from here? Yes. Mr. Samura is waiting too. Samura. That is very close to samurai, okay. Mr. Samura, it's been so long. Hakuri says, Samura. So is this Samura person another sword wielder? What is going on here? Oh, they warped. Whoa, okay. Warping is fine. Literally jumping right there. Huh. Okay. Whoa, we're on a cliff. This is halfway up Mount Furuma, Nara Prefecture. That is a warp and a half, okay. They are at Senkutsuji Temple. Already, my goodness. Meanwhile, Chihiro is, I don't know, twiddling his thumbs. No, hopefully he's okay. Okay, so we have someone chanting, probably the traditional Amida Butsu chant. My goodness. Oh, okay, there he is. Cigarette smoking, young-ish man, maybe late 20s. Eye cut. He's probably in his 30s, actually, given how long ago the war was, I think? Hard to say. Interesting, Chihiro's mom has never come up before. Alright, I wonder what happened to her. Anyway, so who is speaking? We heard the plan. You're going to teleport the enchanted blades? Yes. The enemy will reach Senkutsuji soon. Before they get here. Oh, okay, already. Oh my goodness, he's blind. Yep, he's definitely blind. Long time no see. That is a pun. Hi, Rifai. Kagurabachi, let's go indeed. Blind guy enters the scene, and I say that with respect as someone who is also bespectacled. But oh my goodness, he is... is he seeing? Okay, he runs up to Hakuri. Long time no see. He grabs his face. Okay, yeah. Why have boundaries? Yo, Uruha. Glad you made it. A long time no see, Mr. Samura. Okay, this is Samura. Who's this? This little squirt smells like Chihiro, but he's not Chihiro. Oh, so that's why he ran. So he sees by smelling. I mean, fair enough. Hakuri smells of Chihiro. Did I read that right? Yeah? Okay. Alright. Okay. Anyways, this little squirt smells like Chihiro, but he's not Chihiro. He's the one who's teleporting the enchanted blades. Okay, yep. Uruha. You knew about Chihiro? Mr. Samura? Well, for about 10 years after the war, I knew nothing. They must have kept Rokuhiro's whereabouts super top secret. But totally by accident. I'm Chihiro's friend. Chihiro told me about you. Hakuri frees himself finally from the from the grasp. Wish more people would read Kagurabachi. Yeah, I do too. I think it's neat. I really like the story so far. I'll talk more about what I like about it after I'm done with this, but totally agreed. So Chihiro says, I've met one of those sword bearers. His name was Mr. Samura. Mr. Shiba took me out into the world a few times, hiding my identity as Rokuhiro's son. Oh, I see. Oh, this is more flashbacks within flashbacks. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Chihiro's dad is, go have some fun every now and then. He looks really bored. I wonder if he's not able to go out because of being famous. Okay, so it looks like they're going out to a festival. Mr. Shiba's taking him out. Look, Chihiro, grilled squid. We just had that. Hey, who do we have here? And he goes around grabbing faces again. So Mr. Samura, to him, your face is his property, I guess. He just needs to smell. Why do you need to grab people in the face? And he does it with a smile. It's so funny. He's like, it's otherwise a wholesome face, but like, why are you grabbing? Why are you grabbing people like that, my guy? Anyway, face grabber. If it isn't Shiba, long time no see. How long has it been? More than 10 years? Shiba does not look amused. This guy. Oh, Samura. What are you doing here? I was just passing by when I caught a whiff of a familiar smell, so I sniffed on over. Why do you have to put it like that? Okay, never mind, forget it. Shiba, I smelled you and Rokuhiro's scent. My dad told me about him. He's blind, but his other senses are extremely sharp. Well, so Rokuhiro's alive and well, and you were involved in his disappearance after the war? Doing detective work by smell? This kid? This kid is Rokuhiro's son, right? Alright, so the cat's out of the bag already. Wait, no need to hide it. I see it all. This kid reeks of Rokuhiro. Yeah, I mean, why do you have to put it that way, though? I never imagined he had a son, but there's no mistaking that smell. Sorry, this must be pretty creepy for a kid. Well, you figured it out. At least Rokuhiro hasn't been all alone this whole time. So Chihiro speaks up. I've heard a lot about you. My father always said you guys who wielded swords are true heroes. Heroes. I do like this guy. I just think he is a creep. Tell him he's the hero. All I did was wield it. Everyone says the other guy's the hero. So what's your name? Chihiro. Oh, I like the ring of that. Why he... This guy. I can't help but like him. But he's also like... Anyway. Samura, you're really creepy. Sorry, but that's all we can tell you. Thank you, Shiba. I have never liked Shiba more than right now, actually. Goodness. Yeah, I understand. Some of those Navi guys are a real pain. I get it all, including why you kept it a secret. Makes the guy feel lonely, though. Sorry, hey, what are you doing? Grabbing... Again, he's grabbing faces. Why are you grabbing Chihiro's face? I don't... Just your face. Show me your face. Oh, no, my guy. No. I'm... Okay, fine. I know being blind must not be great. Anyway. Okay, so back in the present, Hakuri says, Chihiro told me about you. He was pretty weird. I guess I made a strong impression. I'd love to see him again. Silence. So where is he now? What's he up to? I heard he was coming here. Chihiro is... Shh. Or wait, what is he doing? Is someone here? Uh-oh. Donk. Okay, some really loud ringing. Well, not loud ringing. Okay, nope. Yep, there are people in the trees. There are people in the trees. Run from the trees. Oh. Okay, the bells are ringing. The enemy, says the priest. Oh boy. No time for chit-chat, says the sword wielder. He doesn't have any he doesn't have any energy, or what is it? I forgot what the name of energy is in Kagurabachi, but he doesn't have it because it's contracted away. So what's he gonna do? The enemy's here. Mobilize everyone. The enemy's here. Let's get you to the treatment room. A treatment? Okay, so Hakuri's being carted off? That's weird. Uruha. Okay, so the two sword wielders are talking. Uruha and Mr. Samura. Mr. Samura goes, Uruha, you've been through a lot. Get some rest. Okay, this guy's about to do something badass. I can feel it. Okay. So the lady assistant, I don't know her name, escorts Hakuri to a resting area. I hear it will take a few days for your powers to come back. The treatment is to minimize that time. Sure, but it's not like a physical injury. My head feels weird and... I understand. I'm a sorcerer too. There's no time. Lie down. And finally, we're cutting back to Chihiro versus Hirohiko. My goodness, there's been a lot of jumping around this chapter. It's kind of dizzying. Okay. You have an enchanted blade. Are you sure you made the right decision, leaving them on their own? Uruha and your friends were headed toward Senkutsuji, right? There will be 2 blade contractors without any protection from an enchanted blade. They're quite the target. There will be more corpses. Oh man, I love that monologue. Ending like that, there will be more corpses. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so Hakuri, what is he hearing? We can't let the contractors die. It's all right. Focus on the treatment. But Mr. Uruha, the security's several times stronger here than at Kokugoku. But that isn't because the guards are better, huh? If only I was as strong as him, we wouldn't have lost a single life at Kokugoku. Yes, that's right. We're about to cut up to something badass. We are on page 17 of 19. It's been a long 19 pages. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Yes, we are here. With him at Senkutsuji, they're invincible. That's the reason Chihiro split off from us. And he'll do whatever's necessary to prepare a counterattack. Hakuri thinks, with a regular sword? If that's coming from Mr. Uruha, who is this guy? He's fighting with that? Mr. Samura, Chihiro will be here soon with information about the Hishaku. A lot of faith in Chihiro from the guy you just met. Wow. Okay, Uruha and Chihiro are like in sync. Wonderful. I look forward to seeing him again. Well, I don't want to greet him empty-handed. 30 minutes. I will recover this guy's... Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're back. We're jumping back again to the infirmary. The lady, the female assistant. I will recover this guy's powers, so hold them off for 30 minutes. No worries. He has a cigar, or not a cigar. Is he lighting a match? Oh my gosh. No, he's not. He's just drawing his sword. He already has a cigarette. Cigarettes look so cool, man. I will never smoke one, but man. Oh, this guy is so cool. Oh man, we didn't really get much action this week though. That is like my only gripe. But this was really fun. I like this chapter a lot. It covered a lot of bases. Good characterization. I'm glad that we still get flashbacks of Chihiro's dad. Even though he's dead, it's kind of like he's not. Like, he's just one flashback away. He's still here. Man, that was fun. So a lot of things were set up at once. Hakuri is, well, they're trying to recover him and get him up to speed real quick. Chihiro is still fighting Hirohiko. That has not changed, but that was a badass line. The corpses will increase. I'm sorry, that gave me a little... Well, I didn't get chills too much but I'm sure in the anime with voice acting, with a reputable voice actor, this would go hard. Yeah. My goodness. So yeah, this arc, the pacing is so fast. I can't believe we're already at another temple with another sword wielder. I have no idea what's gonna happen with this show. This is like way faster than I thought it would be. Yeah, these like MacGuffins or whatever, they're like normally like you stretch out arcs to search for the MacGuffins, but no, they're all being lined up. So wow. Okay, this has been a really fun chapter of Kagurabachi. Nothing particularly narrative or archetypical or symbolic to dig into. It's really just character introductions and character interactions, and I liked all of them. This Mr. Samuro guy is really cool, if weird. Wow, I just the smelling and the face touching. It's like only in anime could this. Wow, I can't wait to see him pop off. His design is sick. 2 slashes over his eyes, so obviously he wasn't born blind naturally. That must suck, to be honest. I've had bad vision ever since I was born, but I can't imagine having had vision once and then losing it. So I wonder how much of this guy's how much we're gonna dig into him. But for now, I'm actually pretty hyped. His character design is really cool. Probably the second coolest. I mean, kind of cooler than Chihiro, but Chihiro has way more moments backing it up. So, man, I can't imagine how strong he would be with an enchanted blade. I really wonder how this series is going to approach that. Are these guys going to die, or will they ever get their blades back and come back at full power? Oh, my goodness. Any thoughts from chat before I move on? I'm actually going to take a drink of water here or there to kind of recharge before I go to the next series in Weekly Shonen Jump that I wanted to talk about, which is Ichi the Witch. I think it's pretty interesting. It had a solid first 2 chapters, and yeah, it was. I'm keeping my eye on it, so to speak. The first 2 chapters are pretty solid. I'm very curious about Chapter 3, so I thought I might as well throw that in with today's episode on Kagurabachi instead of making separate streams. So just give me a minute while I kind of recharge. Let's see. Oh, I'm looking at. There was a page where we saw a flashback of the dead guards, and I believe this does confirm that they're dead. I mean, I guess technically not, but the way the plot is moving, I would be surprised if we just went back to be like, oh yeah, they're just alive. Actually, they're just they just look like corpses lined up on a bench. Yeah, no, they are probably dead. Rip. And we haven't seen healing in Kagurabachi before, so that's interesting. Like, the last time we saw it, it was with Char, but Char requires you to, like, eat her, which is really disturbing. Wait, no. Actually, I think she can do stuff by touch. It's been a while since we saw Char. Yeah. But it looks like we're gonna get into some of the healing magic of the universe, which I don't think we've seen before, so that'll be interesting. The fact that the priest was also on alert inside this temple, like all he was doing was praying, or so I thought, but it looks like he was able to. It looks like it was actually security. Like whatever he was chanting was allowing him to monitor the surroundings, because the Buddhist priest was the one who alerted everyone to what was going on. I don't need all this lore explained, to be honest. Like, sometimes it's just better to have cool things be cool and not have to explain stuff too much. So I do like the pacing of Kagurabachi so far. It is breakneck, but I am enjoying it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to move on to Ichi the Witch now. So thanks for everyone who watched so far, and I hope we can enjoy the next manga together. I wonder how long it'll be. Just a moment, hold on. Let me... One last swig of water. Ah, goodness. Okay. All right, my throat can keep going on. That was a good chapter of Kagurabachi. I was entertained all the way through. Okay, so Ichi the witch. So the story about the first male witch in a world of, well, where only females have the affinity for magic, and you hunt what's called magics, spelt with a J, and you claim their powers for your own. That's the job of the witches there. But Ichi the witch, a hunter, was able to fell a magic that could only be slain by men. So that magic had basically it was an invincible lock kind of thing, like where he could not be attacked by a witch or a female or defeated by a female. But the female had what is it? Yeah. So men can't wield magic and females can't kill him. So he theoretically had a complete lock on it. But because Ichi the witch, or rather he was just Ichi at the time, is such a Chad, he just drove a knife through the demon and killed him himself. So that is how he ended up with magic powers. But his powers are too strong because of the nature of the magic that he defeated. And now Ichi has to contract himself to one of the strongest female witches in the land who was there. She was fighting the evil magic, and I'm sure we'll get a bunch of names to help refresh my memory. Sorry. I'm just trying to kind of get into it real quick. But that's the general idea. So Ichi has to apprentice himself to this grand witch. She is an interesting personality. We'll get to that soon. And also, I think we're heading off to the main magical city next. So I expect a lot of lore. So I'm really interested to see how the dynamics develop. The demon that he defeated is still tagging along with him in like the spirit form on his shoulder. So that's interesting, I suppose. We'll see how that develops. I'm not sure how to really feel about the cast at the moment, just because we got a lot of exposition. But we are gearing up now towards even more exposition. But the character dynamics that I saw in Chapter 2 are what made me want to share it here in Chapter 3, because I think the character dynamics are solid. But we'll see. We'll see. I might decide to just keep this on the side. This is a really fresh manga, so I'm not sure how much interest there actually is in it. But we'll see. It should be fun. Or at least I think I'll have fun. So let's go with that. All right? So Ichi the Witch, Chapter 3. No title drop yet. We'll see what happens there. They are at Mount Barokken. Let's see. Oh no. Did they just... I think I just saw a bird get completely immolated right in front of me. What? Oh my goodness. So already I don't know what's going on. All right. Oh, okay. So every chapter is chaptered as hunts. So this is the third hunt. Raiko Magic. It looks like a magic attacked a bird with thunder. It's a wolf magic. Okay. I think it is anyways. Oh, yes it is. Or is it a fox? It might be a fox. It's hard to tell. Anyways, the magic goes, yes, there's nothing like the smell of seared flesh. Okay, this is the Raiko magic. Raiko obviously has electrical connotations. Whoa. So it has a mane that looks like a thundercloud. It's clearly fur, but it's like charged. That's really cool. It's been 2 weeks since I manifested in this world. I've fried just about every animal in this area, and so far, witches haven't come to try and acquire me. Like, at all. There should be a human village some miles from here. Is this magic interested in hunting witches? I think it's time I was on my way to fry some humans. Okay. I am the flames sparked from lightning. I become an electric current that surges through the body, boiling a creature's blood and cooking them from the inside. Oh my gosh, that's metal. I am a powerful, dreadful, terrifying magic. I'm so scary, I'll make your hair stand on end, literally. Since I'm going all the way there, I might as well fry all the humans in the village. Yeah, I'll make a scene so grisly the witches who rush to their aid will faint from horror. With that, I'll make my name as the newest of the nefarious human-hater magics. And from there, I'll grow in power until I stand as the greatest of all lightning magics. Oh, but that's just the beginning. Okay, wow, this guy is about to get humbled, isn't he? Yes, that will be but the first page of my legend. And Ichi is just there chilling in the background, ready to hunt. Oh my goodness. The wolf looks over there and Ichi is nowhere to be seen. Must have imagined it. Oops, my heart jewel just got smudged. Oh, okay. He goes to clean his jewel. The trial for acquiring me is to steal this heart jewel without being struck by my lightning even once. That's one very cruel trial, if I do say so myself. I can see it already. The looks of anguish on the witches' faces as they try and fail again and again. Okay, so Ichi is spying from the treetops. The wolf looks around and Ichi is just freaking him out. Ichi is stalking him like... I'm getting a bit too worked up. I should calm down. He thinks he's seeing things. Music is playing. Over there. Sweet serendipity. I can't believe I get the chance to do a test fry before reaching the village. He wants to fry this girl. Okay. We'll see how that goes. This will be my very first human victim. Frying them in one go won't be any fun. I'm going to play. Now, human, give me a good look at your face as you tremble in abject terror. As I, the dreaded Raiko, deliver onto you your doom. Huh? He is literally getting a noosed. He is literally getting noosed. Okay, there we go. Caught easy. What? Oh, interesting. So this is a magic. It's surprisingly light for its size. And I took it down without using Ororo, just as you said. Already humbled. So these magics seem to retain their consciousness even after captured. Interesting. Let's see. Hold on. So I forget her name. It'll get brought up, but yes, so she acted as a decoy while Ichi made a trap. Let's see. Ichi and Des infusing magic power into the rope. Okay. Yep, looks like the magically infused trap was set enough. Okay, time to butcher it. No butchering. Oh, who is that? Oh, wait, that's the demon that's Uroro. Okay. Uroro is the demon that was defeated by Ichi, and that's why he gets to be a witch. Geez, this poor thing, I can't bear to watch. What the heck have you done to it? What's that rope around its neck? It's a noose trap. Pull this end and the noose tightens. It's really handy. He says that like with a glowing face. It's great. Psychopath. How to tie the knot. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mangaka, for the lesson in noose tying. So, all right. I think her name is, well, I forget what her full name is. Foxes have a quirk. When they pounce on prey, they really want the pounce to be to the northeast if possible. Is that true? Put some bait to its northeast and lure it there, and it's highly likely the fox will go for it. And then, oh no, she's posing like that. Plus, I completely understand why it couldn't help itself from pouncing. Who could, with someone as elegant and delicate as me as bait? Elegant? Delicate! I do like the art. The art is pretty. What's the cloth? It's fabric I soaked in some wood vinegar. Foxes don't like its pungent smell. This one seemed to have a particularly sharp nose, so I figured a healthy whiff of it might knock it out. Oh, okay, so that's it. So it got caught in the noose, and then a rag filled with this pungent smell knocked it out. He chloroformed it. Okay, chloroformed it. This one seems to have a particularly sharp nose. All right. Okay, fine. I get all the logic and stuff. But that's not how it's supposed to go. It's, more like this. A fantastical drawing of a witch. Yeah, this was basically a anticlimax. There was no battle. It was just a catch. The tense atmosphere as the witch and magic face off. The proud introductions. There's a whole culture around building just the right scene. Is that why it was shouting random things? We overheard what its trial is and everything. One of the basic tenets of hunting is the ambush. Why do I need to introduce myself to my prey? Your prey, huh? This magic killed for fun. It wasn't hungry. Its life wasn't in danger. It burned other creatures purely because it felt like it. That isn't hunting, that's murder. It had no problem toying with others, thus it has no right to complain about others toying with it. Yeah, Ichi is pretty serious when it comes to hunting. Interesting. He looks at magics in a fundamentally different way. Yeah, they're his prey. That's really cool. Hold on, I need to recharge real quick with some water. Okay. I hope the voices aren't annoying anyone, but it's how I entertain myself when I read. I always like to imagine what do they sound like, and well, I read that way as well. Anyway, hopefully you can follow along, okay? We are on page 18 of 23 already of Ichi the Witch, Chapter 3. Witches tend to view magics as monsters to be feared and respected. When we face one, we focus on its power. In this Raiko's case, that would be its lightning abilities. But Ichi is different. He observed the magic in its natural habitat for a whole day, learning its animal habits and finding a weakness to exploit from there. Treating magics as just another living creature and hunting them as one. Hey, should I stab its heart or cut its throat? Just to be sure. Excuse me. Nah. I can already see the girls at the Witches Association keeling over in a faint. Just cut the heart jewel free before it wakes up. Let's at least take its pelt. Just do it. Okay, so she's letting Ichi have the magic. Okay, that's cool. I mean, he did hunt it fair and square. What's this? Yeah, it turned into a weird, talisman thing. Oh, no, it turned into a jewel. That's really cool. It's small and convenient. A magic stone. It's basically proof that you've acquired that magic. Keep it on you at all times, okay? But Uroro didn't turn into one when I beat it. It's the exception, not the rule. I guess you could say that I have a gem of a personality. I'm a treasure, just as I am. You're really awfully filthy for a gem. And ugly. And foul-mouthed. And gross. Sure, go ahead, say what you want, you two. There's something carved inside it, too. That's the chant. Speak it, and Raiko will activate. So don't say it just yet, okay? The animations are, or not the animations. The art is cute as well. She literally put an X over his mouth so he doesn't talk because he accidentally cast magic before. Because, she tells him not to say something and then he says it. Anyway. Okay, this ought to be appeasement enough. Okay, she's contacting her boss. Descaras, where in the name of all that is holy are you? Do you have any idea how much paperwork your mess has left me? Whoopsie daisy. Return this instant and report. Sorry. She really said sorry. Okay. Everyone is waiting for you with bated breath. You have the young man with you, correct? Yeah. Bring him with you without fail. We await you in the capital of Natali at the Mentinal Witches Association. And that's where the chapter ends, okay. So I like that instead of just jumping, like we could have cut all the way here. We actually had basically an interlude where we got to see Ichi hunt. I like that. Basically easing us into character dynamics a bit and how they hunt and stuff. So that's cool. I like this. It was a nice breather chapter after chapter 1. It basically cemented who everyone is. We know that the demon inhabiting Ichi has some sass, and it's funny. He literally is the devil's advocate. He's like, appealing on behalf of the magics, kind of in a way that's obviously half-baked and insincere. Ichi being who he is, that got hammered into this chapter, so that's good. And her name is Descaras. I guess Des for short. Des. It's interesting. Like, nothing blowing me away exactly, but I think this was a good chapter for the series. A good, solid chapter 3. We're just hammering in the character dynamics, taking a bit of a breather from all of the lore that was dumped on us on the first 2 chapters. And now we're jumping right back in. We're going to see chapter 4 start in the main city. So I expect more lore dumps. This was a good break. Not too much to say. It's not doing many things in terms of theming exactly. However, the idea of hunting, that is what is pretty consistent. So fighting these magics as though they are hunts. I wonder how long the manga can contain it. It's really hard to say what kind of manga this is, despite being a shonen. Like, is it gonna lean in towards slice of life, for example, or world building similar to several isekai anime where it's like, okay, we're world building, we're building the world, we're like helping, I mean, you don't need me to explain to you isekai. It's hard to summarize it all, but you know what I mean when I say that. Is it a world building anime or manga? What is exactly going on here? So we'll see what takes shape in the future. For now, I don't have too much more to comment. I simply had a good time. I think the characters are entertaining. The dynamics are good. These 3 form a good cast. This is what I like to see. Kagurabachi actually doesn't really have this, which is my only sort of criticism. Like, not every manga needs to be like this, right? But Kagurabachi is very short on supporting characters. Very short. And the character dynamics are really, really limited. Like, there isn't a strict dynamic between Chihiro and Hakuri. Though, that being said, this one is very clearly cartoonish. So this one wouldn't exactly fit with Kagurabachi's either, per se. Like it's basically how do you want to manage your tone. So anyways, I think this manga is pretty interesting with how it starts out. I like our main trio. And yeah, I'm looking forward to next time to see just exactly what kind of manga this ends up being. Right now, it's kind of hard to say. Oh, hi, Jamie. Seems like it's trying to focus on hunting, so I could imagine they're going to travel around. Yeah, I wonder what exactly the excuse for that will be. Because Ororo was supposed to be the most powerful magic, I believe, before it was subjugated by Ichi. Or at least it was one of the most powerful. Like, he was the king of magics. But now Oro has it, so... Well, other magics don't just stop existing, so yeah, it could just be simply traveling around and hunting magic. But I do wonder exactly what other plot lines will develop. I guess that'll bear out when we do get into the city and meet the Witches Association. We get to learn more about how that's structured and whether or not humans will become a problem in this manga. Like, are there factions of humans out there that are not all that, or factions of witches, I should say? Will he have to fight witches, I wonder? Yeah, like, I just wonder what kind of antagonists this manga will have, if any. You're right, it could just be a traveling around to exploring the world and encountering new magics, and that would be fine in its own way. And especially as the cast grows, I'm interested to see how the dynamics change there. But yeah, this series is pretty different from Kagurabachi in a good way. I hope both series continue to... I hope both series do well. I do wonder... So Kagurabachi has picked up a bit on the Fujoshi scene, and those are very active members in fandom, and they often support fandom with, all their time and dedication and money. I wonder if Ichi the Witch will be able to garner support like that. We will see, I suppose. Did you walk in on the wrong time? Kind of. Not really. Not exactly. Unfortunately, I just kind of wrapped up my readings of Kagurabachi and Ichi the Witch. But if you wanted to weigh in on that, feel free. I'm very curious to hear what Chad has to say about the latest developments in Kagurabachi and whether or not you're reading Ichi the Witch or Ichi the Witch. I'm enjoying both so far. I think they both have different things to offer. But yeah, let's see. So next week for Kagurabachi, I'm hoping we see more fighting with, actual fighting. I'm sure we will, because it literally left off. We're on 2 fights right now. One of them is new character Mr. Samura facing off against mobs. So he should be fine. And he's apparently invincible. So, yeah, he should be fine. But Chihiro versus Hirohiko, I believe is his name. That one is the one I'm actually most interested, because I expect actual dynamics. They're both using magic effectively to fight each other, and I really want to see how that goes. As for Ichi the Witch, I'm not really sure what to expect. We basically need to know the political structure of the world before we can have a grip on what kind of story it's going to develop into. That's how I view it anyway. Here, let me refresh with a drink real quick. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, although the two fan bases, sides of the fan base, I should say, the Fujoshi and the non-Fujoshi fan bases, they typically don't get along. But the reality is that Fujoshi fan base, it's been a topic on Twitter recently, which is why I brought it up. Fujoshi fan bases are typically adults, typically women, and they support series that they like financially. So it's an interesting dynamic, because you've got two very different fan bases, and they're both important. They're both important for any healthy shonen anime production. That's basically just how it is. And it's been a topic lately on Twitter about, how the two sides are fighting, how the two sides of them fighting. And I just wanted to say that, I do wish that there was at least some kind of barrier, right? Because both sides read the manga very, very differently. They do. And it's okay to have, headcanons like that, but at the same time, it's difficult when the fan bases interact so closely together. And I think it's interesting seeing them fight. For me personally, I think there are certain readings of characters that are actually really good from both sides of the fan bases. But then there are headcanons that develop that really veer off the deep end that I just can't. I think it enters death of the author territory. And unfortunately, both sides end up being very passionate about how they read the mangas, and that's why we see all the tension and fighting break out every now and then. But my stance on it is to just try to be respectful. Try to be respectful. And of course, support manga officially. Actually do buy the manga that you are interested in. Let's see. Oh, another news item. Another news item is Undead Unluck. I was looking at getting into that one next, but I'm hearing that it's kind of rushing a bit right now, awkwardly. It hasn't been ranking highly in the table of contents, so is that yet another shonen manga coming to an end? Jujutsu Kaisen is about to end, My Hero Academia has ended, and now are we looking at Undead Unluck next? Man, what a time. Hopefully Shonen Jump will be okay. I'm hoping that Kagurabachi and, yes, Ichi the Witch do their best and perform well. But for now, I think that's it for me this week. I'm just waffling. I will be back next week, of course. I will probably also review both manga again. I will also keep my eye out for anything new that's starting. I'm not sure if there is right now, but there should be a new batch soon, I think. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if my voices are annoying or not. I do apologize. It is how I keep myself entertained as I read through and enjoy the manga. But, I will take your feedback into account, okay? And if there's any other manga you would like me to start, feel free to let me know. I do plan on rereading My Hero Academia, for example. I am deciding whether or not I want to react to Jujutsu Kaisen anime on this channel. Stay tuned. And yeah, so I think that's it for now. Thanks again, everyone, and I hope to see you next time.